So welcome to our home in the country. So this is our house. You can see the swallows just flying in and out as they decide to. So our house goes from that drain pipe there all the way across past this bit. So this originally would have been a different house to this corner here. And at the moment the swallows are just flying in and out of the house. So the way it's structured is that all of the upstairs, so all of this part here is the house. All of the downstairs is a big entrance hall, and then two what they call trasteros, which are like workshops. Now this one here has its own door, and at one point this used to be a shop apparently, quite a few years ago. So the little village shop. So that is the house. We then have a stable which goes from here all the way back, which I will show you in a bit. So you kind of, from the house, we have a road, which is a very little transited road. Hardly anybody comes down this. You will see Bruno, who is parked there, and just goes just little round in a little kind of U shape. And the neighbours, if they are out, have peacocks, which are very, very cool. White peacocks and colourful peacocks. So they are my neighbours. There's quite a few of them, but they are very, very beautiful. So they are my friends. Here is a little drain that comes through with water that comes from up on the hills and comes down here and runs down this little alleyway. And then here, just past the grapevines, is the little allotment, little greenhouse that we've put in. Hello pussycat. This is the cat that has adopted me. We've called him Casper because he appears and disappears. So we put up this little invernadero, so greenhouse, for growing all the seedlings, which I will go through another time. There's far too many of them. I've got far too carried away. And we have this lovely, lovely garden, which has got amazing, amazing grass and beautiful trees, which I will take you on a little tour of in a second. Here is the garage. So a very big double garage, some pallets to build for the compost heap, a rotavator, and the corta césped, which is a lawnmower. Very nice. Might take the, I don't know, those out the window. Not really done anything with this yet. And then this is usually blocked in. It's gated and fenced because this is the chicken coop. So you'll see the hole in the wall there. So this is where the chickens would have been. We haven't got any chickens. Maybe we will one day. I think the cat would quite like to eat the chickens. But there aren't any here. We have 3 peach trees here, which are amazing. And this is an almond tree. This, I believe, is a walnut tree. And then we've got various fruit trees as well. Look at that. Look at that blossom. Isn't that beautiful? And we have a very big thistle growing in a bathtub. Random. This I'm kind of leaving to be nice and wild. Nettles, make some tea out of those. Another grapevine. Very lovely. And a big rosemary, which is very nice. And the cat who insists on following me around and wowing a lot. Yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you are. Come on then, let's go. So here we have our drive, which unfortunately can't quite get Bruno into. I tried it the other day, but he's just a little bit tight, which is a bit of a shame. But we have a gate at the bottom, so a great place to store things. We have lots of more fruit trees. So we've got, I think that's a plum, ciruela, that's come in. I'm not sure what that is. That might be an apple or a pear. We've got apples, pears, plums. Yeah, not really sure. The neighbours keep telling me, but I keep forgetting. So we will see what comes up. Lots of beautiful flowers. And this, I think it's a peony that's about to come out, which is quite exciting. So this is the garden. Come here. Yeah, shush, 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 shush. So this is the garden, and then it leads on to this, which is the allotment. So this was a big empty space before. It's been really well maintained. The guy who owned this for the longest, well, not the longest, but most recently died a few years ago, and his brother didn't really do a lot with it after that. But he apparently loved his allotment. He'd be out here all the time, didn't have a weed in it. So we've done quite a lot of work digging it, putting some paths down with cardboard and a bit of straw that we found in the shed. And at the moment it's sort of patched into 8 different areas with a different plan for each area. So we've got some water butts there. We've got a big compost heap. There has been a lot of digging that's happened in here. Each of those 8 has taken me probably between 6 and 8 hours. First thing I've had out of it is radishes, which is very exciting. Got lettuces in there, the spinach is coming up. Here's the radishes. We've got the middle bed, which is for herbs. We've then got, look at the peas, they need staking up. So we're going to get some things on those soon and get them going. But they're doing really well. We've got onions, we've got garlic, yes, a whole lot of things. Chard, lettuces, rocket, what else? Carrots, celery, beetroot, yeah, lots of things and lots more things in the invernadero, just growing. We've also got in this corner, we've got a little area for strawberries, because my granddad used to love strawberries. So I've put a few strawberry plants in. We'll see when they do anything. But they're down in this little bit here, under the tree with the straw. And then this is where the Camino passes. So the Camino passes the bottom of the garden. If we look here on the lamppost, you can see the Camino arrow. That lovely yellow arrow. So it literally passes the bottom of the garden. And these are our hazelnut trees, which are very exciting. Never really thought about where hazelnuts come from, but apparently they come from these trees. This is mulched and ready for tomatoes to go in. So I have realised that digging and being out here is very good for my mental health. It's also a nice way of chatting to the neighbours, because it is quite open and everybody passes and they come and say hello, and it's really quite lovely. You can just see the church down there. So that's the church at the bottom. There's 26 people who officially live in this village, though in the winter time it is less than that. When I first came here in sort of January time, there was probably about 8 or 10 people here. And these are the quince trees, which are very, very beautiful, and provide some lovely, lovely shade. So that's my hammock on the floor, ready to be strung up between 2 trees. Maybe there, maybe somewhere else. So that's the outside and the garden. Welcome to your Camino retreat one day.